It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Dallas, where the Mavericks will be going up against the New York Knicks. For New York, they're ahead of where they were last season at this time. Always nice to see that progress in a positive direction. And already the grind of the new season starting to show. Shaq, how do you stay fresh for the long haul, both as a player and as just a massive individual?
Veteran guys, you got to know how to pace yourself. And minute restrictions, it really has become a bigger part of the game.
Yeah, I agree. So, injury histories, always taken into account now. This is why you have to develop depth.
How do you stay fresh for the long haul?
Oh, man, I have this drink I put together.
Oh, really? What is it?
Oh, yeah. It's a little, I take tomatoes, right? And I squish them up, and it gets real like tomato sauce.
Uh-huh.
And I put that in. And then I take kale salad. I put that in.
What are you making, spaghetti?
I put ginger in it.
Yeah.
Put that in. I put a little cayenne pepper in. A little bell pepper.
Sounds disgusting.
Ernie, he's making lasagna over there.
Sounds disgusting.
Can I get some of your lasagna?
Oh, man, it's the pepper. It makes you pep up.
Yeah, that'll do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Also,
it's the Mavericks in Dallas, Texas for a little interconference action here at the American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
I mean, they're in the midst of a huge stretch right now, and I'm not sure if they can sustain it. But they ought to ride this momentum as long as they can.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis has drawn comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, and it sounds like Dirk is a fan. He says of Porzingis, he's long, athletic, tough. He has touch. He can put it on the floor. He is for real. Kevin?
And Porzingis, DA, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. And tonight, Clark, 2 veteran clubs facing off. Mentally, we should see very few breakdowns either way.
Yeah, I like the way you put that, Kevin, because you're talking about experience, preparation, and mentality. And those are on display with these teams. They don't beat themselves. That's what you're basically saying. These are teams that you have to beat. So it should be fun to watch this matchup.
The good ones always pride themselves in being prepared in all ways, don't they?
Yeah.
For every game, as many as there are.
No question. And the other thing is, when you're a veteran team, you're an experienced team that has some talent, it pains you when you give games away.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Randall out there with Knox, and it's ABC. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Portis in at the 5 spot. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Barea. Here's Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got the first points up on the board here for the Mavs.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Knocks it loose. Outside Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Passes it to Barrett. Randall left side. Barea against Payton. Randall left side. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here's Barea. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Knicks on offense. 4-point game. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them.
Now, here's Barea. Clock is at 3. And the 3 ball is good. Barea's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, you know, Barea is a fairly consistent three-point threat. You can't sleep on him out there.
And for the Dallas Mavericks last year, hard to get in transition when you can't cause turnovers.
Well, when you don't get steals and open court situations, it's hard to get easy buckets. But on the other side, they handled the ball well, didn't turn it over, actually fewest turnovers in the league. But I do think they have to become more disruptive defensively.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Knicks making the shot.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit, lost the focus, I think.
Payton against Barea. Payton finds Portis. Here's ABC. An 11-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Pass to Knox. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Knox has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Porzingis with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Out to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. A whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright, how he did last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench. The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Porzingis at the elbow. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Dotson, guarded by Wright. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Brunson, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Smith right side. Shot from 16. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And, you know, we've seen what Rick Carlisle can do on the court. He's a former coach of the year in the league and led the Mavs to a championship back in 2011. But his off-the-court talents are also very impressive.
And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Gibson. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Pass to Dotson. And here is Wright. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the pass to Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Porzingis. Justin Jackson. 40 seconds left in the first. And Gibson kicks to Dotson. Back to Gibson. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And Morris drops them both.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
Doncic passes to Brunson. Kicks it to Jackson. Lets it go with a three. Another three for Dallas. Here's Smith. 15 seconds left to play in the first. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Dallas, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Dwight Powell is out there with Jackson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Brunson in at the point. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And that game against the Hawks, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East would definitely turn some heads.
Now, Doncic following the three-point attempt by Dennis Smith. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Dotson, guarded by Wright. The feed to Gibson. Right wing, got a piece of it, and stolen by Wright. The drive by Jackson, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. We know star power is critical, Clark, but when you look at the great bench players, what distinguishes them in your estimation?
A couple of things, Kevin, when you talk about outstanding role players. One is not only do they accept their role, they embrace it. They thrive in it. They really relish it. It could be impacting the game defensively or impacting it with energy and offensive rebounding. Sometimes it's a designated scorer who comes off the bench to just inject offense. Lou Williams as a 6th man.
Sure.
Vinnie Johnson when he was with the Pistons. I mean, there are a number of guys. John Havlicek, his great Hall of Fame career was pretty much started as a 6th man. So Kevin McHale and so forth. You can go down the list, but they impact the outcome with some aspect or aspects of their game, which is awesome to see. Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Barea looking over the floor. Five to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Powell kicks to Barea. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Knicks trail by 6. Passes to Knox. Inside, Powell with the steal. Payton against Barea. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavericks.
Dwight Powell really showing continuing confidence in his inside game. I think he's only going to get better down there.
Payton passes to Knox. Over Jackson. That one rolling around and rims out.
He must hit that shot. I mean, the defense, non-factor. Very surprising he missed it.
Barea finds Marjanovic. Knocked loose and stolen by Portis. Here's Payton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I like the fact that Payton is aggressive in forcing the defense's hand. He's not easy to match up against, given how smart he is and his size.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one.
You know, one of the things that jumps out at you immediately when you look at Payton is his size. I mean, he's a 6'4" point guard who knows how to use his body and skill set to his advantage.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Alfred Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair seemed to block his vision on a shot attempt. For a player who had struggled shooting the ball, many question whether a trim might be in order. We'll see.
Boy, I think the postgame of Payton catches defenders off guard. I mean, he's got a lot of moves down there.
Barea kicks to Hardaway. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Hardaway. 4 on the clock. A 3 from Porzingis. It's rebounded by Payton. Knicks trail by 6. Pass to Portis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Portis has got his first points of the night.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
Now here's Barea. Hardaway with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Payton passes to Randall. Good on the bucket.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Knicks.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
1:19 left now here in the second. Right, the pass to Brunson. He kicks to Doncic. Right outside. Clock at 6. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr., one of the scariest players to see coming at you down the lane, Clark. He can just wreck the rim.
Oh, big time, Kevin. Not only does he finish hard, he does so violently and with some anger attached to it. The kind of dunks where you're worried if defenders are going to get hurt trying to challenge him. This guy is explosive. No surprise he was in the dunk contest last season, and I don't think that's going to be his first invite.
That free throw, no good.
Got to appreciate Dennis Smith now. I mean, this guy is terrific at scoring from everywhere. Very athletic and explosive.
And the Knicks making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Dallas leading by 6. Pass to Doncic. Marjanovic down low, guarded by Robinson. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Over Morris. Doncic, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for New York. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Dotson, guarded by Wright.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for 2. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And he sinks the second. Here's Brunson. Now the pass to Porzingis. Over Gibson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Dependable at protecting the rim. He's a rim protector. Like how Gibson concentrates on contesting without fouling.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Mavericks lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, what's the game plan defensively in the second half?
We got to continue to stay home on shooters. They hit a lot of threes. If we cut that off, we have a good chance to win.
We'll see what happens there, EP. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
The skyline of Dallas illuminating the night sky as we welcome you back to the Lone Star State. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Knox, Randall out there with Portis, and it's ABC, and it's Payton in at the 1. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Mavericks, leading by 5. Count the basket. Clark, when you played, you were dominant inside. Are you surprised at how perimeter-oriented the game now has evolved into?
No, not really, Kevin, because of the three-point line and what it means. The game was created as a game of putting the ball in the basket. Initially, it was by getting the ball as close as you could to the basket with big guys who drives, and now with the three-point line, the shooting has become a premium, and it's really one of the great elements of the game for me, and I love the way folks are playing it now. Defensive rules have sure made a big difference in this game, haven't they? Yeah, great point. Mavericks leading by 3. Now Doncic, he's got 9. In the corner, Hardaway with it. No good on the 3.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight. And saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange. Now, here's Barea. Kicks it to Hardaway. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Hardaway has got 5 now. Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around. Payton against Barea. Fades away. Tries again. Randall with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Payton against Barea. From 11 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Barea's got his second basket of the night.
It's hard to know what Barea's going to do in the pick and roll. I mean, he keeps the defense off balance, and not only is he an excellent passer, but he's a very good shooter out of the pick and roll, too.
Now here's Randall. He's got 6 over Porzingis. Randall no good.
Has to be disappointing seeing him miss that one, Kevin. I mean, the defense wasn't bad, but still, I think he needs to convert from there.
Barea finds Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Passes to Randall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
You know, Julius Randle is a young power forward, a little undersized for that position, but fairly dependable. Good movement when he gets to the basket, and he knows how to finish inside. Surprised his rookie option wasn't picked up, but he made the best of it in free agency.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall. And for Randall, a free agent this past summer, it seems he never felt truly wanted by the team that drafted him.
Well, you know, he's dealt with injuries early in his career and a lot of trade rumors, which can affect a young player in a negative way. I think he's still shown solid improvement in his first handful of years in the league. And again, you've got to recall and remember how young some of these guys are. Even when they've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years, some of these guys are like 22, 23 years old. And that's still not enough time for them to fully mature as players.
Now here's Barea. He's got 5. Back to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Basket counts. Porzingis has got 8 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to Barrett. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Morris outside. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. To the inside. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Randall.
Though he lacks elite explosiveness, Randall uses his strong body to protect the ball and avoid block shots inside.
Now here's Barea. Outside, Porzingis. He kicks to Doncic. Lets it go from 14. Randall grabs the board. Knicks trail by 3. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Now here's Doncic, guarded closely. Dallas making a switch here. Lights checked in. Then for the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Knox. And it's Dennis Smith in for Payton. .131 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the wing jumper offline. Knicks trail by 3. Smith with it. Now right defender. Barrett. Porzingis with the block. Jackson against Morris. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
The free throw drops for Jackson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:06 left to play here in the third. Now here is Smith, guarded closer. Yep, that one goes in there. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And you know, Smith says, bump that. I'm not going to let the defense overwhelm me. If he's close to the rim, he's going to find a way to score around good defense.
Here's Brunson. It's stolen by Morris. Smith feeling it out a bit. And Gibson now top the key. Over Jackson. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks leading by 3. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
2 shots. Max on the first.
The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Dotson. Cans the shot from the wing.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
There's the pass to Doncic. Over Morris. And the shot is long. 3/4 of play in a close game here. Mavericks ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Wright. Powell is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Brunson. Robinson with the block. They recover it, and that one's good. Marjanovic. Here's Dotson. Smith outside, and DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Smith outside, passes it to Dotson. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Kevin can't leave anybody open around Smith. I mean, he finds them quickly. Love his court awareness.
The Mavericks leading. Outside Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. To take the lead. Bucket is good. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Kevin, I love the mid-range game of Smith. We don't see that a lot from a bunch of players nowadays, but he's constantly looking to let it fly from here.
Here's Brunson, right outside. Hardaway up top, covered by Morris. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Dallas calls timeout.
With ice cubes in my watch and doves on the black bean. I'm getting paid cause I do all the work. It's rainy days if we don't move out, we go for surgery. I'm on the block fam in the cream drop land. Mostly you cats with deals, y'all ain't hot, man. You about to do it again, you about to lose it again. It's show and tell.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Pass to Peyton. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. J.J. Barea is checked in for the Mavericks. Knox, he's checked in for the Knicks. ABC comes in for Smith. Here's Morris. Pass to Knox. Here's ABC. 6 to shoot. And it's good, 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Barea. Over Morris. Barea, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Up top, Portis, guarded by Marjanovic. Pulls up, high post, and again it's New York.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now, here's Barea. From the line, and it goes down 2 points. Barea's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And Barea, with that low center of gravity of his, keeps the ball close to the ground, and good luck trying to stop that guy.
Here's ABC. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Now here's Wright. The pass to Marjanovic. Count it.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Stepping onto the court for your entertainment, all the Dallas Mavericks dancer. Give it up.
Jordan Player of the Game, ABC.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell, and Doncic is subbed in for Wright. Here's ABC, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Doncic with it. Passes it to Marjanovic. Porzingis kicks to Barea. A 3-ball, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Barea. 11 points for Porzingis.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Now here's Hardaway. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
On the free throw, no good. Knicks trailed by 5. Barrett the pass to Knox. And just miss after miss right now. Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. It's good. And it's 13 points for Porzingis.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Knox. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And, Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
That one good for 2. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Now here's Payton. Here's the teardrop. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, this young kid is fun. Randall proving that the moment, not too big for him.
Here's Porzingis. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
And that one misses.
And, you know, Porzingis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in-the-gym range, if anybody has that. Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Hey, when the game is on the line, you feel very comfortable with Peyton having the ball in his hands for the last shot.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, and both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Randall dishes to Peyton. Here's ABC, guarded by Barea. Count it!
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. I mean, he's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Knox. It falls! So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.